couple of episodes back in the Deadman's Deliveries series, I unboxed this Series 3 ringside exclusive from the Vault CM Punk figure. Today we take another trip in the Vault back to his first appearance back in WWE. The return of CM Punk at Survivor Series 2023 and this Mattel Creations exclusive. So let's get him unboxed and let's get into the review. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to what I believe to be episode 132 Deadman's Deliveries. Could be wrong, I'm really not sure anymore. But anyway, what you're seeing here on the back of the box is one of the most iconic images in wrestling history. CM Punk's return to the WWE in Chicago, the All-State Arena at Survivor Series Wargames 2023. As it says on the back of the box, the WWE Universe buzzed in anticipation during Survivor Series Wargames 2023 in Chicago, Illinois, home to a certain Second City Saint who nobody ever thought would step foot in WWE again. The final bell signaled the end of the PLE when suddenly the opening riffs of Cult of Personality blared throughout the stadium, and everyone knew the impossible would happen. Hell froze over when CM Punk returned to WWE. And now we have the incarnation of that event, of that night, of that iconic return. I say now, we have had this figure for a while. Not just in general, like collectors have had this figure for a while. I've had this figure for a while, and I've not unboxed it because, well, I don't really know why, but I haven't. So yeah, first off, what I'll do, this is the box. So you have these like, well, this is the plastic insert in the box where the figure comes in. You have these like shark cage bits that obviously that's what the war game stuff was in. The accessories are behind there. I just thought I'd show that off because I wasn't aware of that. And I'm just going to quickly pop these out. I did say that going forward I will stop the recording and like refilm when they're out, but they don't actually take too long to do. In this instance, for the actual figures, I will and have done that. So nothing to exactly write home about. We get a pair of fists here, fist interchangeable hands, which of course, anonymous with CM Punk. You get the drug-free logos on it. You also get some writing. No gimmick needed, because you know he is straight edge. And then again you get the open arm hand, which is quite cool. And then behind the other shark cage we do indeed get a t-shirt. This is of course his first t-shirt back in WWE. The black well, this is a vest, to be fair, / tank top. Oh no, does it come out? No, I think it is a vest. Oh no, it is a t-shirt. I think it doubles. You can use it as either, because that's what feels like these days. Sometimes he has a, well, most of the time he has a tank top / vest. But yeah, here it is, obviously the Chicago flag with the blue and the red stars, and then the CM Punk fist with the lightning bolt. But getting into the figure itself, we got a toe bend in those trainers. We got the white trainers with the 2 black stripes. I don't know if they were Adidas or Converse or whatever they are. I'm not particularly sure. But we got the toe bend in there, the lows, which are quite nice. You got this just normal pair of jeans, which don't really look like a great colour match to what is on the box. But you know, I'm not that picky. I feel like a lot of people are really picky about colours and about like torso sizes and stuff like that, and accuracy. I'm not massive on accuracy. You know, some things do annoy you, like some of his Ultimate Edition figures, like this one, for example. The shoulders are horrible. I wouldn't like, if his shoulders actually look like this in real life, I would kind of get it, but I'd still think that looks weird and pretty shit. Could you not just give him normal looking shoulders, you know? So I don't mind inaccuracy if it actually looks better on the figure. Like, I don't think this looks terrible. I don't care that it's like a more of a bluey jean. It doesn't look very denim-y. You got the hem down the side. But yeah, it's all right. You got the normal torso for CM Punk. Looks a bit weird. Just just a normal torso against the jeans. To be fair, I guess that's what it would look like. The jeans kind of look like they come quite high. Um, in comparison, but it is the same torso, the exact same, right? Other than obviously the tattoo changes. We will get into a bit of a comparison a bit later on, maybe. But yeah, you got the black belt with the silver buckle on there, and then you get this watch, which we've seen a couple of these watches. This just plain black watch. Can we see what time is it? It's clobbering time. Sorry. But yeah, so you get this watch accessory, which is quite nice. We've had this with Roman Reigns, we've had it with The Undertaker, probably among others. And then, of course, we get the plain white tee, which is cool. I know it might be a bit boring of an accessory, but obviously it's accurate. That's what he wore. And it's just quite nice to have a plain white t-shirt, you know? You can use this as a ref if you don't have a ref. If you have multiple of these figures and you don't really want a plain white t-shirt, I guess you could put some stripes on it. I'm not a huge fan of the new ref shirts. I think they look a bit meh. I get that they want to look like all official and be different and stand out and stuff like that. But I just think the ref shirts they used to have, the black and white, is more synonymous with a referee, and I just think it looks cooler. But yeah, we've already seen the plain white shirt on it, so I am just gonna I'm gonna stand this figure on there for now, and I guess I'll have him spinning around. Why not? Because I unboxed this a couple episodes back on the channel, which I'll leave up here if you're interested. Also, unboxed the Shawn Michaels figure with that one, which was really good, I must say. And it had the long knee pads. It had obviously the bold head scan from that point in time. I swapped the head scan off just because I prefer this look of CM Punk. And I also swapped some shorter knee pads on it, which I think look far, far better. And here is Punk in the black and the blue shirt. Obviously, he never wore this attire that I know of. I'm sure you could get this to look like a vest, albeit I think he's already actually came with this shirt as a vest. I don't know if it was the top PIC's figure with the plain black attire. I can't remember where he wore that. Was that just a house show? Because he wore in his this was his first match in WWE, right? Oh, he's fell. I don't know how good these trainer shoes are going to be for standing up. We'll put you at the back, put him here. Because that is his first, that's his first. Oh, F off. I'm not swearing anymore when I can avoid it in videos. Not that I'm monetized or anything, far from it. But, so that's why it's doing it. I wasn't actually watching. That's why it's doing it. Let's say, I can't be sending him up that shit. Oh, I'm just sort of. Can't be setting him up that poorly, can I? Here is his first match back in WWE from Royal Rumble 2023 when he was, of course, runner-up to Cody Rhodes, who went on to the main event WrestleMania that year. And then you also get this one is this from SummerSlam with Gunther? I can't remember. I feel like that's way too soon for that figure to be made. I can't remember where he wore this, to be honest. Not WrestleMania. Right? Yeah, not WrestleMania. He wore something else at WrestleMania. But anyway, are these the only 3 current day Punks I've got? I want the new top picks one. I want the Elite 23. I guess these are the only 3 current day Punks I have. And then, of course, I have this new from the Vault one, which, again, I had in the box for a long, long time. But we're going to get into throwing... There's your comparisons, I guess. I've not really compared them, but I'm going to get into throwing some other accessories on him and trying some new head scans. So this is, of course, the same head scan here and here, albeit he's got the beard colour, and it's a little bit different, but I'm not going to bother swapping that over for the sake of that. We've already seen the white t-shirts. We'll get that out here as well. And yeah, we're just going to try some other head scans on him. I should really have dug out the Money in the Bank 2011 head scan. That's probably my favourite Punk head scan. But, you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda, I suppose. So first off, we're going to try this bold one, which I don't think looks incredible. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's a great likeness. And it's also just quite a small head and looks quite weird on the body. But I don't think I'm particularly going to use that for anything other than maybe a display. This one suits it pretty well, I think. The long-haired Punk from like his ECW days, pretty cool. It's from the Ultimate Edition Mattel Creations exclusive figure. Which I want the Royal Rumble release as well, with the long hair and the beard. I think that'd look pretty cool. This is probably, it's one of my favorite Punk, well, it's not, it's my favorite Punk, one of my favorite Punk heads, like, brothers, because this is just the one from the Ultimate Edition, but it's not the sort of smirk one that I like, but it's pretty accurate, isn't it? It's a nice head scan, but those sort of emotions you can't capture great, obviously, as shown on the figure. We have that head scan, and then we have this more recent one, which seems to be sitting quite low. I don't think it's the best likeness of Punk, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of it. We're going to get rid of that one. And again, I think this one's going to claim the top spot, which is the 2013. Is it 2013? Not 2013, is it? It's more like 2011. 2011 Punk from the Summer of Punk in the Macho Man gear. And we're going to put some hoodies on him. Do I need all 3 hoodies? Probably not. We'll try 2 hoodies. We'll put the best in the world one on him, because that's the most recent, and that probably matches best with this shirt. Yeah, it definitely does. And it also has drawstrings. It looks pretty cool. I like this look. Sorry, I'm actually not showing you. This is the look I'm talking about. The CM Punk there matches quite well with the shirt. Got best in the world on the back. But yeah, he looks pretty cool in all this getup. You know what? Yeah, we will try some other stuff, because this isn't an incredibly long video so far. So, you know, I'll just try and milk some more watch time out of the 2 people that actually watch these videos to the end. Thanks, Mum and Dad. Joking. I'll watch it too. So that's 3 people at least. Then you have this Nexus shirt, which was just made too big for him, to be honest. And I guess while we're talking about shirts that are too big, we'll throw on the Jazzwares one, which is just going to be too big because it's a Jazzwares one, to be fair. Not particularly their fault that they didn't scale it for Mattel's figures. It just looks, I mean, it's alright. It's not the best bit, but it's okay. But that is even with it, like, me tightening it more so than normal. And then we'll finish it off with this old school straight edge one, also from the Mattel Creations exclusive, which they really ruined with those shoulders. That shoulder mold is absolutely horrible. I don't get why they do it unless they're gonna re-release that figure. I wish I knew how to customize better and like torso swap, because I would so do that. I'd just torso swap it, because it looks god awful, to be honest. It looks terrible. This one looks okay. Kinda looks a bit short, but it's okay. The straight edge hardcore one, CM Punk. We'll just put hoodie on him, actually. Let's see what just the hoodie looks like. Might be a bit weird. Who wears just a hoodie other than, I guess, wrestlers? Like Bron Breakker is a guy that would just wear a hoodie. Brock Lesnar strikes me as a guy who would just wear a hoodie. Vince McMahon, Triple H. Who else would just wear a hoodie? I don't know who else but they're I mean, wrestlers kind of do just wear hoodies sometimes in their entrance gear and stuff like that. But this is more like he's just wearing jeans. This is his full outfit, weirdo. But anyway, I've tried everything on the figure. I haven't tried those accessories on because it wouldn't actually fit me. They're a bit too big. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this review. May as well just show you this backing card, which also comes with it, which is quite cool for your displays, your CM Punk entrances, and especially if you are in the crowd in either of those sections. That'd be really, really cool, albeit it looks like it's superimposed in and it's not the real crowd. Well, maybe it is the real crowd, but like that guy there is in it over there as well. It's a bit weird, but yeah, that's all from me for today. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hope the video, turn notifications and all that, and on and all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you next time, hopefully. That's all from me. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Goodbye.